raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Oh, I know you've heard this song lately. Maybe you heard it on a skateboard, and maybe you've seen it all over the internet lately. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. This is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. We're going to take a look at the chords, the strumming pattern, and do a brief play along towards the end of the video so you can learn this classic song, show it off, maybe make a video of yourself playing it. Maybe you'll get a free car too. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for today. Maybe Ocean Spray. If you're listening, I could use a new ride. Just kidding. My name's Kevin. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's dive into the chords, the strumming pattern, and get into a little bit of dreams. Before we jump into it, do me a little favor and make sure you click that subscribe button and that alert bell so you know when the next video is coming your way. I thank you so much for supporting our YouTube channel here. All right, so let's dive into the chords here. Now, let me start off by saying that I'm going to do my own interpretation here. So the chords that we're using today aren't the actual chords from the song. The actual chords from the song are just G and F. We're going to play it in a little different key here, but it's pretty cool. So the first chord that we'll use here is a B flat sus2. So don't let that crazy name scare you away. Basically, we're going to play part of our B flat chord, which is ring finger on the 3rd fret on the G string, middle finger on the C string 2nd fret, index finger on the 1st fret of the E string, and then we're going to sneak our pinky in here and we're going to play that on the 3rd fret of the A string. And that sounds like this. So pretty cool sounding chord. If we were to take our pinky off, that's just a B major 7, but when we add the pinky, we're adding a C note to that chord. It becomes the suspended 2nd because it's the 2nd note of the scale in B flat. So that's our first chord. Our second chord is going to be a C sus4. So all we have to do to get to that chord, and that's why I chose to play the song this way because it's nice and easy. We take our middle finger and ring finger off, and now we have our C sus4. So we have our pinky still down here on the 3rd fret in the A string, our index on the E string on the 1st fret. And then the last move here, the third and final chord of the entire song, is just a C chord. So I'm going to take my index finger off and keep my pinky where it is. And we have our C chord. So we have B flat sus2, C sus4 when I take those fingers off, and then when I take my index off, we have C. So those are the 3 chords we'll use throughout the song. Now, we're going to use a little different strumming pattern for the intro than we use for the verse and the chorus. So let's check out the intro section here in the strumming pattern we'll use. So let me demonstrate, and I showed you kind of in the beginning, but I just want to go through this slow so you can hear what we're going to play for the intro. So here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So pretty cool little rhythm thing happening there, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So when we're playing the B flat sus2 here, we're going to go down, 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 up. So we have down, 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 up. And then we pull our middle and ring finger off here, and we're playing our C sus4, and we go up, up, down, up. So again, back to the B flat, down, 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 up. Remove those fingers, up, up, down, up. And then to finish off the phrase here, we pull our index finger off and we do a down up strum. And then we put our index finger back down and we do another down up strum. So let me demonstrate that whole thing very slow, and I'll say the strumming pattern as we do it here. So we have down, 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 pull these fingers off, up, up, down, up. Remove the index finger to play the C, and then it's down, up, and we put the index back down for the C suspended, and we do down, up again. So let me show you that one more time here, because I know it's kind of complex, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to sound really cool, I promise. So we have down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's what we're going to use for the intro. So I want you guys to try that with me here. We're going to go nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up. It's got a really sweet sound when you put it all together, so spend some time with this. You could actually just use this chord progression throughout the entire song. So if you wanted to jump into the song right now, you could do it. But we're just going to change it up a little bit, because when a song has only a couple chords, I always kind of find it useful to kind of add some other elements to make it more interesting. So we're going to talk about some other concepts like dynamics, where you can kind of make this a little bit more exciting throughout the song. All right, let's dive into the meat and potatoes here, the verse and the chorus. So again, we're just going to use these same 3 chords throughout the verse and the chorus. Very simple. We're going to switch up the strumming pattern though for the verse and the chorus section. So again, you could use the strum from the intro if you want. If you kind of feel the vibe with that one, bring it home. But if you want to switch it up, you can go over to the island strum, which is down, down, up, up, down, up. That would be counted 1, 2, and 4, and. So let's try that strum together. Hold down your B flat sus2 chord here, and let's just try to get this strum going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and. So you can take that through the entire verse and chorus section. But because I want to give you a little bit more here and make this a little bit more interesting in the verse section, we're going to do a slight variance on this when we get down to the C chord. So we're just going to play our B flat chord here one time with the strumming pattern. Down, down, up, up, down, up. And then when we switch to the C sus chord, we pull our middle and ring finger off, and we're going to do something that sounds like this. So how do we do that? So we're holding down our index and pinky finger here, and we go down, down, and then we're going to pull our index finger off so that we're just playing C, and we do up, up, and we put our index finger back down, and we do down, up. So check that out nice and slow here. So I'm just holding the C sus4 chord here. So I go down, down, pull my index finger off, I'm playing C, up, up, and then I put my index finger back down and do down, up. So it's in your best interest here to keep all of your fingers very close in proximity here. So when you're making all of these moves, I'm kind of exaggerating to get my fingers out of the way, but if I were playing this in the real song, I'd want to just kind of lift my fingers slightly off the strings as I do this. I'm kind of in this shape the entire time, and you can use your pinky to anchor you down so that your hand doesn't fly off of the fretboard. You want to keep this nice rounded shape in your fingertips so you can see your fingernails facing back at you here as you're keeping your fingers close to the strings. So let's check out what this sounds like when we play the verse with this kind of nuance that we've created here on the C chord. So just nice and slow, we're going to go through the pattern one time through the island strum on each B flat and C part here. So here we go, just nice and slow. I'll count us through here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. One more. Up, down, down, up, down, up. So through the entire verse section, you can use that strum. You can also use that through the chorus section. Now, if that little variance that we did on the C and the C sus4 chord is too much for you right now, you're more than welcome just to kind of hold down that C sus4 chord and do your normal island strum. It'll sound good because you're in the key of C, and this is kind of just wavering back and forth between B flat and C throughout the entire song. So the exact same thing is going to happen for the chorus, but I mentioned earlier in the video that we're going to do some things to kind of make this more exciting, and that is going to be using dynamics. So what dynamics will do is change the volume level, which also kind of changes the intensity and the emotion of the song. So let me just demonstrate kind of how that would sound. I'll start off quiet because I'm playing the verse section. Now the verse of the song is kind of where I'm telling the story. But when I get to the chorus, now I'm trying to drive the hook home because that's the chorus, that's the part where everybody is singing along. So that's where kind of the intensity goes up. So you want to think about it kind of like a little curve here. So you're in the verse, you're staying down here with the dynamics. Well, the chorus is coming, you lift that intensity up, and as the chorus ends, you cycle that back down and kind of lay back into the verse section. So I'll just kind of say the verse, chorus, and I'll just play here and show you how this dynamic change really adds some excitement to it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, verse. Now I'm going to go to the chorus. A little more intensity here. I'm not going any faster. I just put a little more weight in my hand. And then I'm going to go back to the verse. So you can hear that, how I kind of added more volume, more intensity, a little bit more feeling and emotion to the chorus section, and then brought it back down when I got to the verse. So this is something, it's another element of playing music that kind of just adds to your musicianship. If you can kind of add these little components here to your playing, that's how you really make a song sing and sound like a song, is kind of bringing these other little elements into play. So again, the chords are pretty straightforward, the strumming's pretty straightforward, but adding these little emotional aspects to the song is really what's going to bring it to life. So dynamics, dynamics, dynamics. Remember that word because it's something you can apply to not only this song, but any other songs that you're playing. Try to do this little variance here in the strum. The way that I did that, again, was just by adding more weight to my hand, which essentially is just kind of strumming with a little bit more attack and then strumming a little bit lighter when I got to the verse section. Again, don't speed up. Never want to speed up your tempo in a song. You just kind of want to add a little bit more weight to it. So that is the verse, the chorus section, and you already know the intro. So let's jump in and play this one together through each section so you kind of have a chance to feel this one out. So when we're doing this, I'm going to play it nice and slow, but I'm also going to add in those little dynamic elements that we talked about. So we'll play through the intro 2 times, so back and forth, B to C twice. We'll go into the verse, and then we'll go into the chorus. And I'll kind of cue you. You can also follow along below on the little friendly blue bar that we have for you here. So here we go, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, what you had, what you lost. Bring the dynamics for the chorus. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Said women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You will know. Well, thanks so much for joining me for the tutorial for Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Before we end today, I just wanted to mention I was kind of varying up a little bit here when I was singing, just because emotion takes over sometimes when you get into a song. And you can vary up when you play that C and that C suspended chord. So experiment around with that. Play around. Maybe you have your own little version of it that works for you. That works for me. And sometimes it's a little different each time. And that's okay, because as long as I'm staying on those root chords the whole time, you can have some fun playing around with different notes, and that's the beauty of this whole thing on the uke. We can make up our own versions of songs, and they sound cool because we're playing them on a uke. If you like this video, I've got even more for you at allforuke.com. We have a full song sheet put together and a dedicated play-along with all of the lyrics, the chords for this one. You can play and sing along with me. If you guys like this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you know when all of the next videos are coming out, and click that little alert bell as well. I love hearing from you guys, so make sure you leave your comments below. Let me know. Are you playing Dreams? Where are you playing Dreams? Did you just discover Fleetwood Mac because of a skateboarding video, or are you a longtime Fleetwood Mac fan? I love hearing from you guys. I thank you so much for your support and being part of the All for Uke family. I'll see you next time. My name's Kevin. Take care. This sunny day.